in Super Bowl 56.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They run for it with Breida. And some room to run now. The 30, the 20, 10, and for a Miami touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 20-yard line. Forward for about 4 up to the 23. The ball carrier.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards on the play, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Jason Sanders.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 7 yards, the pickup there. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Washington 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield, too.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Carry for the running back.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point try by Bailey. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. At their own 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for the Washington touchdown.
What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right now.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 4. Now he's in the stride. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
He finds him into the crossing lane. And Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Bobby McCain.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Past the 20. 10. And this is brought the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Jason Sanders.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. He'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
At the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now they try the right side here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. This is Breida. He's got a first down, then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And this will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Number 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd and 1.
They run again with Breida. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here's Breida. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 11.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now off to the races, down the right side. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulder.